You've been to the grocery store lately. I don't have to tell you, egg prices are still sky high, but at least they have leveled out for the time being. This week's average of $8.14 for a dozen is nearly double the price we were paying back in January. That wasn't that long ago. Well, now the Department of Justice is getting involved as well, trying to crack down on what is really to blame. This as a watchdog group says that those astronomical prices are not just because of the bird flu outbreak. NewsNation's Hena Kooiman has been following this story for months now. Anna, what are you learning?
Yeah, I've got some explaining to do, don't I? But is there really funny business going on or not? Are corporations using the fear of supply chain shortages to drive up egg prices unnecessarily? Or is bird flu truly the only culprit for your higher omelet bills? Well, on Friday, we learned that the Department of Justice has launched an investigation trying to find some answers and determine if egg producers are working together at the expense of the American consumer. We talked to a watchdog group that says a massive source for the soaring egg prices is that a handful of companies, there's about 10 of them or so, that control the vast majority of the eggs that we produce and eat here in the United States, and therefore they dictate egg prices. Food and Water Watch crunched the profit margins for one of America's largest egg producers, Kooiman Foods, and the watchdog group says they believe their findings prove price gouging.
Kooiman, they actually increased their profits by 7.5 times over the first year of this bird flu outbreak. And this was despite having any outbreaks in any of its flocks during that fiscal year. So basically, they just raised their prices in lockstep with national prices. They had no reason to. They were not facing increased costs because of bird flu. And they ended up breaking in, we calculated $1 billion in windfall profits. So that's $1 billion in windfall profits that they made from the consumers having to pay more for eggs.
Oh boy, and reporters did reach out to Kooiman Foods for a comment, but without success. And the American Egg Board president is telling the Associated Press the accusations towards this industry, the egg industry as a whole, are unfounded and price hikes are directly related to the outbreak, stating, quote, "This has nothing to do with anything other than bird flu, and I think to suggest anything else is a misreading of the facts and the reality." And all, of course, this is going on, his eyes are now on this new DOJ investigation and what it's going to be turning up.
Yeah, let's talk specifically about the bird flu. What costs are American egg farmers dealing with as a result of this?
Right. So even if they are not plagued by one of these outbreaks themselves, they've got some preventative measures, too. Perhaps the biggest cost for farmers is that when one hen gets bird flu, the practice has been to quickly slaughter the entire flock, often millions of birds all at once. And all of this is in an effort, of course, to limit the spread of the disease and prevent animals from suffering. Experts say, though, it can take up to a year to clean the farm and raise new birds to egg-laying age. Now, there are also costs associated with creating more space for chickens to spread out and decrease the spread of any virus. Although the watchdog group that we talked to argues that a lot of these big suppliers are still stuffing huge numbers of hens into small places, making them, as they say, hotbeds for disease. And then there is the bird flu vaccine and farmhand costs associated to try to keep these flocks healthy. The Food and Water Watch group hopes that there will be legislation to stop, in their words, mega mergers within the food industry and prevent price gouging opportunities, something they say, Hena, is happening right now with the price of eggs. We're going to be keeping you updated on this on my show this afternoon, of course, too. The new investigation that was launched by the DOJ, we don't have a lot of information on that, but we're working on it.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.